Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to bring this video to you guys today. It is all about the Peloton Digital App. And do you actually need to purchase the Peloton spin bike in order to get the most out of the Peloton Digital App? So let's jump into it. So guys, some of you guys might know me already, but for those of you that do not, hello, hi, how's it going? My name's Anika. I'm an American living in London, and I absolutely love spinning on my spin bike. And I love using the Peloton Digital App in order to do that. And today I thought I would give you guys kind of a little bit of an overview of the app and show you guys some different features and functionalities and show you that you don't need to actually purchase the Peloton bike in order to use the Peloton Digital App. I will be going through all the different classes that Peloton offer on the digital app, and I will show you guys the pros and cons and all the features of the app, and stick around until the end of the video to find out if the app is really worth it without buying the spin bike. I will be walking through all the key features and showing you guys all the different parts of the app today. So if you guys are keen to see what the Peloton Digital App looks like, stick around until the end of the video, and then I will also give you guys my honest opinion of if the app is actually even good without the spin bike. So let's first jump into the app overview. So first of all, this app is something that you can download without having to purchase the bike. As I mentioned before, it is completely separate. It's something that you can download on the iOS App Store or the Android App Store, and you can use it with any one of these smart devices. You do not have to purchase a Peloton equipment piece. It is just the digital app, and it's compatible across most devices. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, Peloton is not just spin classes, and in this app, there are tons of different types of classes. There are running, yoga, stretching, strength, cardio, everything that you can imagine. So it's like having a full gym workout or a full class type of workout without having to go into the gym. And you don't have to purchase any equipment for most of their classes, which I think a lot of people are misled thinking that you have to purchase Peloton equipment in order to access their classes. And as a final bit of overview on the app, as I mentioned earlier, this app can be used across multiple devices. So I use it on my iPhone, my iPad. You can use it in a web browser. You can use it on any computer, PC, or Mac. You can also watch all the classes on smart TVs because there are apps for that, but you can also use an Apple TV or a Chromecast or a Fire Stick. There are so many different ways that this app can play content back for you, so it is not just restricted to an iPhone or an iPad. It is across multiple devices, and I find that super useful. Cool, let's jump into the app features now. The first feature that you will notice right when you open the app up is the number of classes. There are 11 types of classes that you can pick from. Like I said earlier, spinning is not the only thing Peloton is known for. There are so many other classes that you can access, and I'll jump into all the different classes later on in the video. The second thing that you will notice right away in the app is the power of the filters. There are so many different filters in this app. You can look for classes and search for classes by the length of class, the type of instructor. You can choose a difficulty level. You can even bookmark classes that you love. All of this is really, really easy and customizable and all done within a few clicks of a button. So I feel like that is really, really powerful within the Peloton app. So once you go through the filters and you then pick which filters you want to apply and search for when it comes to your search parameters for the class you want, you will then be given a list of all the classes that match your search criteria. So when all the classes are listed for you, you'll see the difficulty level, the class name, the instructor, how long the class is. All of that information is visible to you, and you can actually go ahead and have an overview before you even pick a class. And then when you tap on that class and say you want to take that class, you can obviously start it right away, but there's an even further breakdown of an overview. So in this part of the app, it'll give you a class description, it'll give you the length of the class, it'll tell you the difficulty level, also the average user rating, and then it'll give you a breakdown of all the music and the playlist that you can expect in this class, which I really personally like because I like working out to a really good playlist. So I really appreciate that Peloton give you a full overview of all the songs that you're going to expect to listen to during your workout. And then if you scroll down to the very bottom of the class description, you will be able to see a breakdown of exactly what you can expect in your warm-up. For example, they might do a 5-minute warm-up and then 10 minutes of upper body, 5 minutes of lower body. Whatever the workout is, they'll give you a full breakdown at the bottom of the class before you jump in. Also, if you do have a heart rate monitor that's strapped to your chest, or you do like to use your Apple Watch to work out in pairing with Peloton, it'll actually display all of your heart rate up on the screen, which is really cool. I personally never tried that, but I might try it in future videos. I know it works with my iPhone, but not with my iPad, so it isn't compatible across all devices, but it's really cool to see your heart zone rates throughout your ride, especially if you are spinning or running. It is kind of cool to be able to monitor that so you can stay up to pace or up to scratch what they're prescribing. So once you pick a class and you move into that class and you start playing it and going through it, you'll start to see a few things on the screen. The first thing you'll see is a heart rate monitor. Now this is only going to show up if you actually do use a third-party heart rate monitor or an Apple Watch. If you don't use either, you're not gonna see the heart rate up on your screen because it's not connected to the Peloton bike. It is only the digital app. So you definitely have to have a third-party heart rate monitor. But what's also cool that you will see on the screen is you will see the whole Peloton community. So a lot of times there are lots of other people riding on the same spin class or taking the same strength class or the yoga class that you're interested in, and you'll see them pop up on the right-hand side of the screen. If you don't want to see them, you can swipe it away and then they won't be there. But it's really cool to generate that community-like feeling. You can also tap on individual usernames and then give them high fives, which is also really nice and encouraging. And I think Peloton do a really great job of making sure you feel inclusive in their community. And really, that's, I think, one of the main selling points of the app and Peloton in general is that they create that community and they make you feel like you're taking a class workout when you're only in your living room or your garage or at home where there's no one else around you, but they give you that feeling that you are working out with other people. Another awesome feature of the app is that you get to see a workout summary once you are done. So once you have finished your workout, it will then end up in your profile page of the app. And in that profile page, you can see all your previous history. So all of it will be stored there. Every Peloton ride you did, every run, every yoga session, all of it will be listed. And when you tap in, you can actually see the details of that workout. So you can see how many calories burned, estimate, of course, unless you have a heart rate monitor. You can also see, your charts and your heart rate zones if you again have a heart rate monitor. If not, it'll just give you the date that you completed that class and also maybe any awards or badges that you earned in that class. And then of course, it'll tell you, if you rated it, what your rating is, all that kind of stuff. So it's really cool to see a history of all the classes you've ever taken. And I really like that Peloton gives you a summary of the data because for some people, it's really cool to see all that data. So when you're not using the Peloton bike, you won't end up on the leaderboard. But if you do take a live class with the Peloton Digital App, there is still a chance that the instructors will give you a shout out, especially on a milestone ride. So if you've done the Century Club or 200 or 500 rides, if you actually join a live class, which you can still join live classes with the digital app, you might get a shout out. So I really love that even though you don't have the spin bike, you can still join live classes, but you'll never be able to be on the leaderboard because Peloton's not tracking your metrics on a digital app. Also, one other thing I wanted to mention that I really like about the Peloton digital app is that it feels like a personal trainer all built into one app. So in the classes tab, there is an area that's called programs. And the programs are things that you can go ahead and pick out. Let's say you want to do a 2-week strength session or a 2-week core, or maybe you want to get really, really good at meditation and there's a whole program just on that. Anyways, the programs are basically a personal trainer and it takes you from maybe a beginner or very novice level of fitness up to maybe even advanced levels depending on which program you take. I know there are some programs in there that are for runners. For example, if you want to do like a 5K or even training for a marathon, they have a program in there as well. Overall, whenever I've taken one of their programs, I totally felt like Peloton was my personal trainer and they told me exactly what the next thing I had to do and how often. So for example, the program will not only tell you which class you have to do next, but it'll say, okay, across 2 weeks, you have to do class on one day and then a break, and then a class on the next day, and then a class on the next day, and then a 2-day break. So it's really just building out a custom program for you in order to reach your goals. If you guys are getting value from this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know to create more Peloton videos for you. And if you know other Peloton fanatics or people who want to try out this app, make sure you share this video with them because sharing is caring. Right, let's jump into a few advantages of using the Peloton Digital App. The first advantage of the app is that you actually don't have to pay £2,000 for the bike. And you don't have to pay for the shoes, you don't have to pay for the £40 Peloton subscription. So overall, using the digital Peloton app is way cheaper. And actually, I use the Peloton Digital App with my Echelon EX3 spin bike. I have done a number of videos all about that, and I will link that playlist up in the cards for you right now if you want to check it out. The second best thing about the Peloton Digital App is that it is way cheaper. So I don't know why it's like this. I don't know why Peloton's business model is like this, but when you just pay for the app, you are only paying $12.99 a month for the subscription. So you can use the app, like I said, across your TV, your phone, your iPad, doesn't matter, but it's only $12.99 a month. But for the Peloton bike and the subscription that comes with the bike, so all the classes and everything, it's 40 pounds. So I don't know why it's more expensive, but it is actually cheaper just to use the app, and you get all the same classes, all the same live classes. The only thing you really don't get is the leaderboard. So not sure, I think Peloton should revisit that whole business plan, but I love that the app is cheaper. The third advantage, if you are using the app and a third-party bike like the Echelon, is you can use a number of third-party apps in order to connect Peloton to your bike and then track all your data. So I personally use Strava, my Apple Watch, and Domo Swift, which is a third-party Italian app as well. I'll link all the information down below. All of those apps track all my data, so I don't necessarily need the Peloton app to track my data, but you know what? It is pros and cons because my data is kind of in other third-party apps rather than in Peloton, but it is cheaper, so it works out. Awesome, so let's go over the 11 different classes that you can expect in the Peloton app. The first class you can expect is strength classes. So these are all usually weight classes. There are some body weight strength, but a lot of them are weights. So if you are going to take a strength class with Peloton, you are going to need to have some sort of dumbbell, kettlebell, or some sort of weights around in order to be able to do the class. What's great is when you tap into the class overview in strength, it's going to tell you if you need lighter dumbbells or heavier dumbbells. But if you don't have any dumbbells at all, don't worry, there are strength classes that are 100% body weight, which I really enjoy as well. The second type of class is yoga classes. Now, what I really love about Peloton yoga classes is, for myself, I'm not a yogi, and they have lots of basics. So they sometimes just have 5-minute classes on there that are like practicing one pose in yoga, which is really helpful for people who are getting started. But they obviously have super advanced, like 60-minute power zone, like yoga, or like super yin yoga, or whatever it's called. I'm not a yogi. Sorry about that, guys. But I absolutely love that they have from the very beginning, because yoga can be intimidating for a lot of people who have never tried it. They have super beginning classes or super beginner classes, and then they obviously have the advanced level as well. The next type of class you can expect are cardio classes. These are all classes that are mainly HIIT. So HIIT being high intensity interval training. And with a HIIT class, what you can expect is probably short bursts of lots of exercise or movement, and then going into a rest period, and then again, short interval section of super high cardio, and then a rest. Usually with all the HIIT classes, you don't need any equipment, just yourself and probably a screen to watch the class. The next type of class is a meditation class. I absolutely love the meditation. I didn't think I would enjoy it. Now, I used to try Headspace and Calm before, and they're good, but I think the meditation in Peloton, what I really like about it is that they're very focused on specific things. So I really like doing the meditation classes before going to bed. It really relaxes me and calms me down, but they do have meditation classes in order for you to achieve your greatness. And a lot of it, again, is around fitness. I mean, Peloton is a fitness app, so their meditations aren't difficult, they aren't easy, but they're definitely there to give you a sense of progressing towards a goal. And a lot of them are themed around certain things like unlocking your greatness, or how to get a better night's sleep, or recovery meditation, all of it around fitness, which is really nice. The next type of class is a running class. Most of these are for their treadmill, but you can use the Peloton app with a third-party treadmill, no problem. I am not a runner, although I have tried 1 or 2 of their running classes on my parents' treadmill when I was visiting their house. But yeah, I'm just not a runner, so I can't tell you much about their treadmill classes. But from what I've heard from other users, they really like the treadmill or running classes because they kind of train you on how to run, like when to slow down, when to speed up. And for those of you guys that get kind of bored of running, it's like having a coach telling you run faster in your ear. So I don't really like running, but I know that a lot of people enjoy having that atmosphere of a coach teaching you how to run better. And then the next type of class is actually quite interesting. It is outdoor classes, and outdoor classes are kind of cool. They're for walking or running outdoors, and it's audio only. So you don't actually see them running. They're not running with you or anything like that, but but they're talking to you in your ear. And I find that really interesting because I have taken an outdoor walking class with them, and they're always telling me, okay, pick up the pace, all right, slow down. And like, it really does feel like a workout. And it kind of reminded me of Couch to 5K for those of you guys that tried that app. Same concept, they're only talking in your ear and it's a workout done. And I actually really enjoy it because when you're listening to music or, you know, an audiobook, you might not be working out during your walk. So I really like using the outdoor app for my walk. The next type of class is stretching. I really do enjoy these, especially for post-ride stretching. I think it's really important because it's tailored to stretching out your legs and your calves after a spin class. But there are tons of other stretching classes that they do. They do one for pre-runs, for example, as well as post-runs. They do ones that are prenatal, postnatal. There's just so many different types of stretching classes that they have. Not to be confused with yoga. Yoga is about breathing as well as certain poses, and stretching is just about either recovery or warm up. The next type of class is tread boot camp. So this is one that you are going to need a treadmill and you are going to need some weights because it's a mix of weights and tread. So what you can expect in this class is they're probably going to start you off in some kind of running, and then after a few minutes what they'll do is they'll make you jump off the treadmill safely and then pick up some weights and do some weights training as well, and then get back on the treadmill and then run some more. It's a back and forth, so it's kind of like a boot camp class, but you are going to need a treadmill and weights in order to do this class. You do not need to have the Peloton tread. You can have any treadmill and do this as well. The next is the bike boot camp class. And again, like the tread boot camp, what you can expect is actually spinning on the bike and then getting off the bike, changing shoes into regular fitness workout shoes, and then lifting some weights. I have done a number of these classes and I highly recommend them. I love that you get some cardio and some weights. And when you only have 30 or 45 minutes to get a workout in, this is a great mix up of making sure you get strength in, but making sure you get your cardio in as well. And finally, the last class is walking. Now this is walking meant for treadmill walking. I mean, you could use it outside as well, but it wouldn't work as well as the outdoor audio would. But this is if you are on a treadmill and you're not a runner and you just want to walk and you want someone to guide you through certain levels of walking or even a trek or a hike. They do have hike walks that I have tried as well. So that's when you have the treadmill on full incline and you try it at that pace. And it is difficult and it is a workout and I really enjoyed it. So the walking is for treadmill walking, but if you want to walk outside, I recommend the outdoor walking. Overall, there are just so many classes. Oh my gosh, guys, it is just like a full gym studio in an app. And what's awesome is the app is only $12.99. I think that is such a low subscription price. I am paying $12.99 basically for a gym membership. And for a lot of people, using this app will actually be a replacement for a gym membership. I kind of think of it as like my Netflix for workouts, if you know what I mean. Like you pay for Netflix to watch movies, but you pay for Peloton to get your workouts in. I just think it's really great. It really works for me and it gives me so much variety. The workouts are honestly great. I've always built up a sweat or felt like I really got a workout. The instructors are great and the content, I think that is what is so powerful about Peloton, is they just have so much content. They have new content every single day. Aside from the content, the instructors really motivate you, which is so nice. Honestly, having a good instructor makes all the difference, and I really love most of the Peloton instructors. I've done a whole video about my Peloton instructors and which ones I like the best. If you want to check that out, I will link it up in the cards for you right now. And the final thing I absolutely love about the app is that the community is amazing. Honestly, it's such a strong community and Peloton has done such a great job with making sure that they have a strong community and people who really want to support you. And it really feels like you're working out with your friends in a group fitness class rather than on your own. So if that's your cup of tea, then this app is definitely for you. Overall, I'd have to say the app is totally worth the $12.99 a month. I personally love it. I've been using it throughout the entire pandemic and lockdown, and with the gyms being shut, it was a lifesaver. And I absolutely love their classes, especially their spin classes, but all their classes as a whole. And I continue to use it. And if you guys haven't started using it, I would recommend giving it a shot. They actually do a 30-day free trial, so you can try it out for free, try all the classes out, and actually I would recommend doing that because I wish I tried it out before I purchased a spin bike, because it might have led me buying the actual Peloton, because that's how much I love Peloton now. But like I said, they have a 30-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. I will link it down in the description. I recommend the app. I love all the classes. I think you will too. Have you guys tried out the Peloton app? If you have, Can you leave me a comment down below letting me know exactly which class you like the best and why, because I'm always looking for new classes to try out. So that brings me to the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed my full in-depth review of the Peloton Digital App. If you did and you guys like seeing videos about Peloton or Echelon or just spinning and workouts in general, please make sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you know exactly when my next video is going live. And if you did find this video helpful, please do give it a thumbs up so I know to create more content like this for you guys. Anyways, guys, I hope you are having an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I hope to catch you guys in my next video. Bye!